Okay, so welcome, my friend. Welcome to this practice and this new moon day. I'm just feeling into whatever the waters of your body are sending, how you're feeling, all of that. It's it's the integration of the practice is to like take whatever we're experiencing and feeling and let it move through. And at the same time, we also get to tap into how we feel physically and to honor all that arises as it is. So very big welcome to all of you. Thank you so much for being here. And we'll take your hands, just turn your palms up. Let's start like this, just with the hands resting, sitting in a comfortable position. Lengthen yourself. And as you exhale, close your eyes, bow your chin, drop your jaw. And now take the thumb and the index finger and just circle them lightly together. So perhaps your thumb pad is on top of the nail, or you're just touching the pads of the fingers together. Let's take a few breaths here to just drop into your body, to the space you have created, and to the space we are creating inside. We're hearing the flow of your breath. And just taking a quick little scan, noticing any places that are speaking to you right now are a little tight, a little restricted. And just being with what is. Just take a few more breaths here. Perhaps you now can even tune into your heart beating, into maybe feeling the beat, being aware of it. Being aware of the earth you're sitting on. And as you begin your next inhale, release the mudra in your hands. And as you exhale, bring the palms together at the heart. Bless me. Ganesh me. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bow your chin. Inhale, lengthen again, lift your chin. Exhale as you are. And we'll open practice and chant Om 3 times. Inhale. Bowing your chin, release your hands to your thighs, lift your chin and open your eyes. Okay, friends, so we're going to start on your backs. If you'd like to put a blanket down to support yourself, go ahead, or something for underneath your head might be very nice. And we'll bring our strap with us. If you'd like another blanket, just place it on one side just to support as we move through Supta Pada Gustasana. So, all right, making yourself comfortable and either having the legs stretched straight or bent for a moment, and just feeling the support of the floor beneath you. Okay, and if it feels okay to take your arms up and over your head, then bring them there. And if that's, find your comfortable place with your arms maybe above the midpoint of the shoulders. So not straight out, but up a little bit more, wherever you can get. If you can get right up either side of your ears, do that. And we'll take another few breaths here. I'm going to extend my legs, yogi's choice. And take 2 more breaths. Okay, we'll bring the right knee into the chest and left leg straight or bent, all fine. Tuck your chin in a little bit and then just draw this knee in and out a few times. Yes. Yes. And the next time the knee comes in, you're going to hold it as much as you can. Really draw that knee right in. Flex through your feet. Unless the left leg is bent, then it's totally fine. And now as you draw this knee in, you're going to press the knee into the hands at the same time. And then smile, so we don't take any tension into the face. Take 1 more breath in and breath out. And then we'll release the leg, arms back up over the head. And just pause. And take 1 more breath. And then we'll do the same with the left. So opposite interlace, you bring the left knee in, reestablish your stability, whatever that is, and rock this knee in and out a few times. A little flexion into your feet. And then hug this knee in as tight as it's going to go. Flexing through the feet. And then when you really draw that knee in, now press the knee into the hands. And smile. Okay, release back to our resting pose, arms over the head, legs extended. Okay, right knee into the chest. Same interlace. Hug it in and out a few times. And now bring it into that tightest point. You might even walk your hands down the shin a little bit. Flex through your feet. Hug it in. Bring the shoulders to the floor, even though they're probably not going to touch. And then press shin or knee into the hands. Hands pull back. Smile. If you can even bring that outer right hip in towards the inner left leg. So outer right hip, just draw it towards your midline. 1 more breath. And then release, come back to that resting posture. One more breath. And then left leg in. Bring the hands down a little lower. Hug it in. Move it around, whatever you need to do. Flex through your feet and then settle in. Pull it in as much as you can. Press out through the heels and then press shin or knee into the hands. Hands pull back. Drop the shoulders to the floor. So use your muscular effort a little bit. Press the upper arms to the floor. Good. And then release. Come back to this resting place. Good. Okay, right knee is coming in. Give it a little hug. And then this time the left hand's going to go to the knee and the right hand will go down to the shin, maybe mid-shin. Some of you might get it to the ankle. And then gently drawing the left hand, so it's holding the right knee. It's going to pull the right knee towards the midline, and the right hand is going to pull the ankle more to the right. And it's just maybe 1/2 inch, might be 1/2 millimeter. Flex through your feet. release. 2 breaths in, rest. Notice what's happening. And then do the same with the left. So you bring the left knee in, the right hand holds up at the knee, the left hand holds mid-shin or down at the ankle, and draw this left knee towards the midline and the left shin or left ankle towards the left. Again, just a little movement. You're not looking to torque your knee or anything like that. We're just bringing in a little bit of this imbalance into balance. Okay, release, basic resting pose, 2 breaths. All right, right leg comes in, grab hold of your strap and place your strap over the center of the foot. One hand holds each end of the strap. We're going to straighten the leg up to the sky. And, the sky could be a little lower if you need that to be. So just trying to get this leg straight. And I know that might not happen today. So it's all fine. You just do your best. Think of, how can I soften into the hip and open up the back of the knee? So if I soften the hip, so I soften the leg down as if gravity is dropping the whole leg into the hip. Add a little flexion in through the heel and feel like that is the action to open up the back of your knee. Okay, so just smile, a few breaths here. You can even look at your foot. Notice if your ankle is sickling at all. Maybe the baby toe edge is reaching up to the sky. And plant your foot as if you're standing on it. Good. And then just maintaining all of that action. See if you can soften through your belly, the back of your heart, your shoulders. Good. Okay, we put both ends of the strap into the left hand. The right thumb is going to go into that hip crease. And we're just going to press the hip away. Take this right leg across the midline, just enough, so not enough the hip lifts, just that. We say that the hardest part of these poses generally is this, just taking it over a little bit, opening up that right hip. And then we'll just inhale, bring the leg up. You can keep that thumb in your hip crease or take it out. The arm can come out to the side, and we're going to drop this right leg out to the right, but the left arm is still holding. And so it might, it doesn't have to come to the floor. It might just go a little bit over, extend through the leg, all that same stuff you did about opening up the back of the knee. So you press out through your heel and then hug the leg into its hip. So just kind of pull it in. Like we do with the shoulders, when we lift the arms, we kind of lift the arms up and then bring the shoulders down. Do the same with your leg. Good. Okay, let the left leg be engaged. If it's bent, you can let the left knee drop out to the left. One more breath. Good. And then with integrity, so the leg does the lifting. Now I'm going to take this leg all the way over to the left side. The right leg has to turn. When I start to drop this out to the left, I'm going to let the left upper arm settle on the floor. So the forearm is bent. Imagine your thumb is in that hip crease, or put it there and press the hip away. Find the integrity in your foot, the heel, the back of the knee, your smile, your breath. And then bring the leg back up. Separate the strap into the hands. Nice big breath in and out. We're going to bring our head and chest up towards this leg. So you might reach up a little higher. You might want to wind your hands in the strap once or twice. Then draw your belly in as you inhale. And as you exhale, lift your head, your shoulders, your chest. Pull this leg towards you. Bring the elbows in. If you want to lift the left leg up off the floor, you could do that. And one more breath. Nice job, guys. And then come down, release the leg. Come back to our basic resting. This time your arms can stay by your sides if you prefer, or take them up and over your head, just as a way of opening the breath and keeping the body from knowing it's sleepy time. Well, either one is fine. Just feel your legs, right leg a little more grounded, a little longer, the right hip a little more open, and the right side of your face might feel a little softer. Good. Okay, full breath in, full breath out, and the second side. So bring the left leg in, take your strap over the center of your foot, and again, just come back to this first part of this pose. Put your leg in a place where you can support it. You don't have too much discomfort, maybe just a little bit of discomfort. And then just finding that place where you feel you can get the leg as straight as you can. And if you can't get it straight today, you just go, okay, that's just today. It's all fine. So I'll just run through this again. So I feel the leg is in a good position for me. Now I just want to release the weight of the leg into the hip. I want to feel the left, glued left side of your hip you're lying on soften to the floor. Then press through the heel as a way of opening the back of the knee. And then you actually can add in that opening of the back of the knee. Keep the face soft. Smile. Melt your belly, your shoulders. Okay, both ends of the strap into the right hand. Left thumb into the hip crease. Pull the hip towards the wall and bring this leg across the midline. Maybe that's all it goes, just a little bit to the midline of your body. And then see, can you suck that leg into the hip? Press out through your foot, maybe not just the heel, the whole foot might get involved. Good. Okay, keep the right hand holding the strap, bring the leg back to center. Left arm can come out to the side, and then take this left leg over to the left. And you can go slow, because we're holding with the right, so it's a little awkward. And then just being here, wherever it is, maybe the hand or the arm is really pulling to support the leg, but the leg has to support itself. So that could be through the right leg, really anchoring, pressing out through the left heel, smiling. And then bringing the leg up through the integrity of the leg. Let the leg lift up. Good. Readjust yourself, whatever you need to do. And then we take this left leg across the body. Let the right leg turn, my friend, so that you can really bring this over into, this is revolved triangle pose on your back. Then you find the integrity of the left leg, whatever that means, even just bringing that to your mind. How can I move this left hip away from my head? Add in some integrity in the foot, the back of the knee. Softness through the face. And then inhale and come up and find both ends of the strap into the hands again. Just this, first position, few breaths. Working your leg as much as you can here. Anchoring the back to the floor. So that's, for me, I'm pulling the whole leg, sucking it into the hip joint, and the low back lifts up a little bit. Good. Okay, and then release. Come back to our resting place. Let the legs just flop if they like. Good. Okay. So I'm just going to take the strap into the left hand and set it just over to the left side, just so you know where it is. And then we're going to bend the left leg, left foot to the floor, right leg is extended, and the right arm is up and alongside the ear. I'm just going to roll onto the right side. We'll just lift the hips, move them to the left, roll onto your right, and then come up into this side, lying side position. so that you have the right arm supporting your head, your hand is supporting your head, your left hand can be in front of you, and then, make whatever adjustments you need here. And we're just going to stretch the front of the thigh. So let's start by just taking your hand, hold the knee, pull this knee in, flex your foot, flex through the right leg. The right leg can bend too, if you feel that that's better for you. Then let your left hand slide down the front of the shin till it grabs the top of your ankle. And we're going to bring this knee, left knee, in line with the right knee. And you're going to hold that shin behind your back. You're drawing the left heel towards the back of the left tush cheek, let's say that. Okay, then I hold the foot. I'm going to press the foot into the hand pulls back. Now feel the knee, the left knee is going to push as if it wants to get longer to reach towards the back of your mat. Smile. Good. And then you can extend your arm, even drop your head, take one more breath. Good. Okay, come back to that knee into the side. I'm going to keep my head down, but if you need to bring your head up, that's fine. Feel that this is really happening through the right leg. The tailbone is drawing towards the back of your mat. Now take your arm to the inside of this left leg, grab the baby toe, edge of your foot, and we're going to start to straighten this leg. And it could be a version of Happy Baby where it doesn't go straight, that's fine. You might be able to straighten it. What happens here is we kind of tend to drop back a little bit. See if you can find that side again. So you're lying more on your side. Good. Okay, release your hand. Hand comes to the floor, and then we'll take this leg down. Just go slow. And if your legs are straight, then great. They're going to end up straight. And if they're bent, that's fine too. Good. Once your leg comes down, be on your side. You're just going to lie on the side. Maybe the left arm comes up and alongside the ear. Both hands can touch. And then I just reach through the heels, draw the belly in. Ribs in, breathe. Okay, now you're going to roll back onto your back. So maybe you'll do it in this straight line or you'll bend the left leg again. Just nice and slow, roll onto your back. And then you might adjust yourself. So walk yourself back onto your mat. Come back to rest. In whatever shape that is, we'll take a few breaths here. And then we're going to do the same on the opposite side. So you'll bend your right leg, keep the left arm alongside the ear, and then roll onto your left side. So I'm just going to face away from you. And find your sideline position. So the hand can support the head, the back leg is bent, your left leg could be long or bent, either one. Okay, once you feel stable, then we'll start by just bringing this right knee in. You flex your foot, find your stability, your length, your strength, whatever it is. Wherever this knee is good work. Good. Okay. Then from here, let your right hand slide along the front of the shin, grab the ankle, and take this leg back so the knees are in line. Then you flex your foot, push the foot into the hand, draw your belly in, and press that knee towards the back of the mat. And find your stability as best as you can. You feel you have it, you can extend the arm, drop your head, or keep your head supported, because we're going to now move back to that knee in. Good. Flex your foot, flex what you can. Take the arm to the inside of the knee. Grab the baby toe edge of the foot and start to either extend it all the way, open the back of the knee, or keep the knee bent. It's all fine. Find your stability. Find your breath. Good. Okay, and bring the knee back. Good. Oh, yeah, okay. And then we'll roll onto your back. Do we do that with the leg up? I forget, but it's okay. Come onto your back, hug the knee, and then extend the arms or readjust yourself on your mat. And then come back to your basic rest for a breath or two. And okay, bend your knees, place your feet on the floor. And we're going to extend the arms over the head, unless that's no good. We're going to come into little bridge 3 times, so lifting the hips. So you can separate your feet apart so they're hip distance apart, and you might even walk them into your hips a little bit. Extend your arms. Inhale, arch your back. Exhale, press the back down, lift the hips, rise up, and release down. And as you inhale, arch the back. Exhale, press down, lift up. Inhale. And exhale, release. Last one, inhale, arch your back. And exhale, press down, rise up. Inhale. And exhale, lower all the way down. And pause here. Okay, friends, so we're going to come up to downward facing dog. And so I haven't done this for a while. You can either just roll over to your side, sit for a moment if you like, and then we'll move into down dog. But if you're feeling a little playful, bring your knees into your chest, cross one ankle over the other, wrap your arms around the outside of your knees, catch hold of the soles of your feet, and your fingers are around the baby toe edge. And then you can rock and roll in this position. So you come up into cross-legged, and from cross-legged, you might go right over the legs, hands down, pop up, unless you have a wall right there, and move into downward facing dog. So take your time, and once we get there, we're just gonna breathe and be in our dog. Move it around a little bit, shift. You know, it's kind of fun sometimes just to pick one hand up and hold your heart. So you really rock on the other side of the foot, the hand, and then switch if you're doing that. It's a great reminder of why you're here. Okay, let's take 3 breaths in downward dog. Whatever you'd like to do here for your 3 breaths, moving or being still is lovely. Good. Okay, so from this dog, I'm just going to look forward between my hands, bring the big toes together. Good. As you inhale, lift your right leg up high to the sky. Just reach it up, press out through the heels of the hands, heel of the feet. And now this right foot is going to step between the hands as best as you can. I'm going to do it so slow. I bring the knee into the chest, then I shoot off the left leg to bring myself forward. And that bringing forward is going to help you bring that foot down. And maybe not, do what you got to do. Good. And then once we're here, we're just going to rock a little bit, front to back, just to open. Good. Okay, I'm going to come back to downward dog. And we'll just do the same thing on the second side. So spread your fingers, look at your feet, big toes touch, and then sweep the left leg up. Just be here for a moment, extend what you can. And then this left foot's coming forward. So I'll bring the knee into the chest, shoot off the right leg. Bring it down. But it doesn't matter because we're just moving front to back. So however you are here, just feeling your own strength. Good. Okay, and this time we're not going to come back to downward dog. I'm going to step that right foot forward as well. So use that same little, take it out and then drop down. And here, if you like blocks, for your hands or for any of our standing poses, then take a moment and grab your blocks. And I have mine here. So I will use blocks. Just, it's sometimes nice to get the torso a little higher. So be here in your forward fold, feeling into the backs of your legs. Oh, shh, quiet. Hey. What did I say? Quiet. Okay. Good. And we're going to come all the way up to standing. So firm your legs, lift your head and your chest, and then open your arms. Inhale, rise all the way up, touch your hands over your head. Exhale, release the arms back down by your sides. And just pause, I say it all the time. Dizziness is normal, but there is great value. Okay. Great value in getting up and down. Okay, so here we go. All right, feel your feet. Inhale, sweep your arms out to the sides, reach up. Exhale, open the arms, bend the knees, bring the hands to the floor, to your blocks, bow your chin. Inhale, lift your chin in your chest, look forward. Exhale and fold. Okay, keep the right foot where it is. Let's step the left foot back. Now let's take it all the way back. We're going to come into a version of Warrior One. So you have the heel lifted. You're going to squeeze your thighs towards each other. And now I'm just accentuating, really pressing out through the back of the left thigh. I'm not letting it sink. Squeeze the legs. Now take your hands to your hips. Rise up. Breathe. You can reach your arms up over your head if you like. Good. Now take the right hand, grab hold of your left wrist, and press it to the right. Open the left hand, extend through your legs, and then come back to center. Release your hands to your blocks. Step forward with the left foot. Step the right foot back. And wiggle it back. Find your place. Start with the feet. You don't build a house from the roof down, from the ground up. So feel your feet. Press out through the back heel. Lift the right thigh. Now squeeze the hips. I'm going to say hips. I say thighs towards each other, hips, whatever makes sense. Okay, lift your gaze. Take your hands to your hips. Move it back here. Breathe. Take the heart back. Lift your arms if you like. Be strong in your legs. Breathe. Okay, now left hand grabs right wrist, and we crescent over to the left. Be strong in your legs, my friends. You got this. Good. Okay, come back up. Release your hands to your blocks. Step the right foot forward. Inhale and exhale and fold. Hands can stay on your blocks. They can come to the floor. Breathe here in this forward fold. Notice how lovely or not lovely this is for you. It's all fine. You're doing the work. Okay, we're going to come all the way up. So press your hands into the floor, into your blocks. Lift your head and your chest. Sit down in your legs. Open your arms out to the side and rise up. Palms touch, and then exhale. Release your arms by your sides. Be here. Breathe. Okay, one more breath. Beauty. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, bend your knees, stick your butt back, open your arms, touch the floor with your hands on blocks or on the floor. Inhale, lift your head and your heart. Exhale and fold. Good. Okay, keep the right foot where it is. Step the left foot to the back. All right, so from here, my friends, we're going to come back to that straighten and bend that we did at the very beginning. Now you have your blocks. And just feel this. Good. Okay. Come to that place where your legs are straight, and then look at your back foot. And does it need to hop in a bit so you can get it flat? So do what you need to do here so you can get it flat. And then you can bring your blocks in or your hands in and just pause here without, folding forward. Feel like your head and your hips are in line. Drop the left hip a little bit. Lift the right hip up. So how do you do that? Well, you're going to drop the left hip and feel more weight come into the outer edge of that left foot. And then through the baby toe edge of the right foot, you lift up. Okay, so just whatever you're doing, you're bringing something in. Now shift the weight onto the left hand. Take the right hand to your hip, the right hip, and pull that right hip back. Start to turn yourself to the right. Nice and strong through your legs, belly in. If you want to reach the right arm up for full revolved triangle, go ahead. Good. Okay, release right hand to hip, chest facing the floor, and then right hand to the block. Okay, step your left foot forward, bring your blocks forward so you can drop back into your forward fold. Let's take one more breath here. And then we're going to come all the way up. So sit down in your legs, lift your head and your heart, take your arms out to the side, rise up. Touch your hands over your head and then bring your arms down by your sides. Take a full breath in and out. Good. Okay, second side. Sweep your arms up. Exhale, sit down on the legs, take the butt back, hands to the blocks or to the earth. And then inhale, lift your chin and your chest. And exhale and fold. Okay, left foot is going to come forward maybe. For me, it's coming forward, right foot back. And then, shorten it up. Find your place here where both heels are on the floor. You might even walk the left foot out to the left more. Then bring your blocks back so that you feel, you're supporting yourself here. And we're just going to take a few breaths. You're going to put your mind into your legs, into the feet. And see, can you drop the right hip this time and lift the left hip? So this is really outer edge of the feet work. We are so connected, hip and heel connection. You can even look at your back foot if it's turning in. See if you can turn the heel out a little bit, and that will also help this hip work. Okay, draw the belly in, shift the weight onto the right hand, left hand to your hip, and you pull that left hip back. Then start to turn. It's open. And you can stay here. Be strong in your legs, outer edge of the feet. You can lift the left arm if you so wish. Belly in, heart in. Smile on. Really nice, you guys. And then release. Good. Take it down. I'm going to just walk the blocks a little bit out and come to downward facing dog. And if you need a child's pose here, or a little bit of rest time, take that. Good. Breathe. Okay. So from here, I'm going to step the left foot to the outside of the left hand. And I'll start by bringing the big toes to touch. And then I'll sweep that left leg up into the air. Press out through all the heels. You have 4 of them. Heels of your hands, heels of your feet. And now sweep that left foot. Same little pounce. Just bring it to the outside. Lower your right knee down to the floor. And that might be very, very crunchy. So you might be happier coming onto your blocks. Okay, again, we're just going to rock front to back, but this time the left leg is out to the left a little bit. And the toes are pointing out almost like, your knee is aiming over your toes. Just move front to back. I'm just going to do a few more. If you need support underneath your right knee, take a moment and put it there. Okay, the next time you come forward into this lunge, we're going to draw the belly in. Okay, I'm just going to accentuate this. I'm going to really drop my hip and my thigh. I don't want to do that though. I want to pull back a little bit, bring in that strength. So I squeeze the hips together. So I'm not melting and sinking, supporting. Right hand on the block, left hand to your left thigh. Turn yourself here, and now reach that arm up if that's there. Okay, now I'm here. I'll start to now let the hips come forward, but without sinking, squeezing the hips and the thighs towards each other. Good. Okay, release your hand. Good. Send the hips back, straighten this leg. Okay, we're going to be here. Just pull, if you anchor the heel, pull back to the hip. Now I'm going to take this to a version of splits. We're all going to try it. If you're on carpet, it might be not as easy. But I'm just going to take my hands to the floor and start to let this leg slide out. And I'll walk my hands with that. So I'm supporting myself. I'm not dropping in. I'm letting the leg open nice and slow. And you might surprise yourself and be like, oh, look at that. But now squeeze the legs into the sockets. Don't let them just hang. Add everything you've got. and then pull it back. So come on back. This time you can come all the way back. Let the knees come together, and we're going to sit on the tops of the feet and just integrate. You sit however you like. If you need to integrate in some other form, that's fine. Good. Breathe here. Okay, soften your glutes if you can. If you're comfortable here, then just allow the weight of your body to drop. And you might even find the heart comes back a little bit. Okay, so we came into this through downward facing dog, and so I'm going to come back to that. I'll just move the blocks, come back through downward facing dog. Again, anchoring through all your heels, and then big toes touch. Lift the right leg up and just be there for a moment through your strength and your length. And then we'll swing that right foot same way we did. I bring the knee in. Use the left leg as lever and put it down. And then once you're here, we're just going to go front to back a few times. So you might want to be on your blocks right now. That's going to give you more space. Or just be here, front to back, opening, whatever is happening is good work. Okay, then we're going to come down. I'm going to bring the knee down. I'll grab the blocks, put them on their highest height. Okay, and then we'll just come back front to back. So if you're using your blocks, you're not, it's fine. What I like about the blocks is that as I come forward, I can lift my heart. And I can do that on the floor too. It's just a little more crunchy. Good. Okay, next time you come forward into this, just take a moment to draw your thigh back, your tush back, and then hug the thighs, the hips towards each other. Feel the left hand supported, send your weight there, right hand to your thigh. Start to turn. And as you turn, you can reach the right arm up. And then if you feel there's space to drop the hips down without sinking, so that you're squeezing the thighs, you're squeezing the hips, breathing. And then take your right hand to the floor, send your hips back. Okay, so I'm going to put my hands on the floor here, just move my blocks, flex that right foot and start to slide it out. And just go slow, walk your hands along the way, feel wherever the restrictions are, where your body says that's enough. Then sometimes just maintaining it can be a lot of work. So you squeeze, hug the legs in to their sockets, squeeze the hips, breathe, and then come out. And again, we'll bring the knees together. This time I'm going to sit on the toes. Yogi's choice though. Breathe and be. Good. Okay, so I'm going to turn and face you. You can stay as you are. So you're just going to be on your knees, on your feet, however you are here. You're going to just come onto hands and knees and send the right leg out to the side. Like that, like we do. Yes, I'll just move myself back. Okay, good. So I have the sole of the foot is down, toes are pointing forward. And we'll just do a few cat-cows like this. And just moving through your cat-cow. You know, it's not a lot of mobility, but really feel that that right inner thigh is moving. So you can feel it move back and move forward. Good. Okay. And then coming to your neutral here, and we'll bring the hands to the hips. You'll come up. Good. So I have you can't see, my left toes are tucked under. I'm going to anchor that knee, lift up. Now take the left hand. It's going to come to the floor. You might want to put it on a block. That's all fine. And then reach your right arm up. You're going to look up. Press down into that left knee. Draw your belly in. We're going to lift the right leg. Lift your right leg. Okay, I'm going to bend the knee. Now I'm going to take my hand, grab hold of that ankle, what we did before. I'm going to push it out. At the same time, I'm finding my balance through the feet. One more breath. Good. And then release, come back to that leg out. Good. Okay, and then bring the knee in, and you come and sit again. And if you want to put the tops of the feet down or the toes tucked under, breathe. Okay, second side. So come up. Actually, we'll start with hands and knees, and we'll take that left leg out, sole of the foot on the floor, toes pointing forward. Good. Okay, a little cat-cow here again. You just feel what arises in this left leg. Okay, just take a look that your leg is in line with your hip, so it's not coming back or forward. Yeah, it looks good. Good. Okay. All right, then we're going to come up. So you bring your hands to your hips, and you take a moment. You feel it's really about the right knee stabilizing, pressing out through the left leg, right hand to the floor. Yes, and then find your place here. You can lift up that arm. Breathe. I'm going to flatten my right hand and lift the left leg up. I'm flexing through the foot. Now I bend the knee. Take that left hand, catch hold of the foot. Open as best as you can. Press it out. Use the belly in. Back toes tucked under. Smiling. And then releasing. Extend the leg. Come back and sit. Okay. So here we're going to come to our last pose, and that's going to be Ardha Chandrasana. So that's standing up half moon, and I'm just going to super quick just demonstrate this super quick. So we'll open the legs wide. You can stay as you are. Then take the hand down. This is this one where we lift up. You know, if you have a wall handy, you can use the wall. Then we'll bend the knee, catch hold as best as we can, and extend, more stability. Okay, we don't have to catch the foot. If you only get to Ardha Chandrasana, you're doing good work. All right, let's take the blocks and let's put one on either side of the mat, just like that. And then we'll bring ourselves into a wide-legged forward fold to start. So you can bring yourself to face your mat. You know, I'm going to come in a creative way. So if you like to join me, I'll put the hands down and then I'm going to open the feet out. Tuck the toes under. And then lift up and jump. Yes. Okay, rock a little bit side to side here. Just getting into the hip, that inner thigh. Good. Okay, let's drop down in the middle here. Just let your head go. Send the weight into the heels a little bit more. You can be on your hands for this. Good. Okay, and then come back on your hands if you've dropped. Walk your hands towards your right foot and turn the right foot to point straight out. Okay, now take your block. So your right hand goes on the block. And so I'm going to do this a little differently here. I'm going to bend in the right knee and pull the right foot back. So I've shorted up. So this is what it looks like. Now I have the hand is nice and extended. I'll put the left hand on the floor. Look at your right foot. And then start to straighten the right leg, lift the left leg up. You can keep both hands on the floor if you like, or left hand to your hip. Wow. Okay, so the balance is in the left leg. Push through the heel. You can even bring the left leg forward a little bit. Take your belly back and then anchor into that right foot. Reach that left arm up. And then if you want to take the bind, left hand comes onto the left thigh. You bend the left leg, catch hold of the foot. And open into your space and your place. It's all good, whatever you're doing. Okay, if you've got the foot, we release by first extending the leg. Then I'll put the left hand down, then the left foot down, and then come back into wide-legged. And just melt yourself down in between. You can even have the knees bent, might feel nice for you. And last breath here. Then we'll go second side. So come back up on the hands, little side to side. Just rock your hips, bend your knee, and then walk the hands over to the left. Turn your left foot to point straight. And maybe here with the hands on the floor, we'll just bring that left foot back. Then put your left hand on your block. Right hand can stay on the floor. It can start right at the hip. Look at your left foot. And then feeling all that stability, straighten the left leg, bring the right leg up. You can raise the right arm up or hold on to your wall. find your stability. The right leg flexes, actually comes forward a little bit more than where you think it's going to go. Then the heart comes back. Then if you're looking for the bind, bend your right heel, catch hold of your foot, and open whatever you've got and what you've brought. Feeling the feet working. And then releasing back the way you came in. So I'll take the right hand to the floor and the right foot, and I'm just going to step back, downward dog here. Okay. Take 3 breaths, and then close your eyes. And then yogi's choice here, child's pose or sitting for a few moments just to integrate and feel. However you are, feeling your heart beating, your legs so nice and open in all directions. And when we open the legs, we ground ourselves and we open the body. Good. Okay. Take one more full breath in, full breath out. And then we're going to move into shavasana. We have, just about 10 minutes. So I'm going to do legs up the wall after all that leg work. That's going to feel really sweet if you like that. And if you want to just bring yourself into lying down, that's fine too. And I'll let you guys know too when we are at our final few minutes if you want to change how you place yourself. So a support for under your head. I'm going to use the bolster for underneath my hips. And I have my heating pad here. Just so nice. I'll just place that. Okay, so however you like, lying flat out is fine. If you need a few moments to do something else, you want a happy baby or put a block under your hips for a few moments, you kind of create your own little playtime. Okay, as I just sit on the bolster, push my tush to the wall. And flip it around. Okay, so the bolster is there to just support the back a little bit. Okay. Okay, cover yourself in whatever you need. Rest your arms in a nice way, hands resting in a nice way, and head supported in a nice way. Good. Next. Oh, beauty. When we rest together, just feeling the effects of that practice in your legs, in your feet, in your hips, your pelvic floor, in the back of your heart, and the joy in your face. So just assisting yourself to be very present, to consciously release any place you're holding tension. If you're holding a lot of worry right now, and it's probably in your forehead. So just smiling will help to drop that. If your eyes feel that they're very alert, give them permission to melt deep into their sockets here. And just continuing your awareness down through your body. I am heavy and stable, supported. So staying in the shape you're in if you're happy and comfortable. And if you wish to move into just straight line down shavasana, then just doing that in the next minute or so. We're staying as you are. Staying exactly as you are. And if it feels like this is a good time to bring your awareness back to your breathing, acknowledging and feeling this breath. Making any movements you like. If you're coming out, if you're going to stay, that's fine too. Connection. If you have your legs up the wall, then you might just change the position of the legs for a few moments into maybe widening them or cross-legged or hugging the knees in. And you just take a few moments, let the legs change their energy. Making your way onto your side as you feel ready. Resting there for a few moments. You can just mute and seated if that's where you're coming. Stay as you are, it's all good. Good. Oh, so beauty. Good. Okay, so just as you come to sit upright, and we'll just come back to that very first mudra we took with the hands facing up and the circling of the index finger and the thumb. And lengthen yourself into that, bow your chin, soften your jaw, and feel into the shift of energy, the shift of this body. Even noticing if you can attach a word to how you feel right now. And staying here as you inhale. And as you exhale with reverence, joining the palms together in front of your heart, bowing your chin and this dedication, devotion position. As you inhale, anchor your sit bones, lift your heart, lift your chin, and exhale as you are. And we'll join together in our May We Be Blessed mantra. Inhale. May we be blessed with loving kindness. May we be well. May we be peaceful and at ease. May we be healthy and may we be happy. And seal that with one Om. Inhale. Full breath in. Breathe into your hands. Catch your breath. Om Shanti, Om Peace, Om Namaste. Lift your chin, open your eyes. Offer this to yourself and offer it out. Great love, yes. Yeah, oh, I love the little happy dance, Lindsay. Thank you guys. Mwah. Yay, happy Tuesday. Thank you for being here. Have a great rest of your day.